I hadn't even been told that I even needed a budget yet. I just had this inkling inside that if I wasn't organized, this money was just going to fly away like that. And I wasn't used to having much in my pocket at all, so it was pretty nice. Felt like an adult. Hello, my name's Ashley. I'm a millennial, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm a music educator. And I want to teach millennials how to live debt-free, feel in charge of their finances, and rebuild their hope in the American dream. Today I want to talk to you about the cash envelope system. You may have heard of this system from many different sources online. You Google it and lots of stuff comes up. Well, I started doing the cash envelope system when in college I started making a side income with teaching piano lessons to younger children, as well as working at Barnes & Noble. And so with this extra income, I knew I needed to figure out a way to organize it a little bit. I hadn't even been told that I even needed a budget yet. I just had this inkling inside that if I wasn't organized, this money was just going to fly away like that. And I wasn't used to having much in my pocket at all, so it was pretty nice. Felt like an adult. So here's what I did. I created multiple envelopes using just envelopes like these, the automatic seal envelopes, and I decided to have one for my groceries. I decided to have one for miscellaneous expenses that I had as a choir student in college. I also had my gas expenses. That was the majority of what I had to spend money on. However, every now and then there would be a Sonic run with friends, or go to a movie, or go to a BJ's restaurant. And so I had a envelope for entertainment, which was for eating out as well. So that's how the cash envelope system started for me, only to find out later that it was an actual thing that other people did. So today I wanted to talk to you about how I do it these days and how the pandemic has affected me in the way that I use the cash envelope system. So first of all, what is the cash envelope system and why do people even use it? The cash envelope system is like a juice cleanse for your spending. You have to start by creating your budget spreadsheet or creating a budget with an app online like Mint, You Need a Budget, or Every Dollar. With all of these ways, you decide how much you're going to budget for your fixed expenses like rent, and then you'll decide what you want to spend on variable expenses like groceries, like eating out, like entertainment, like haircuts. So with the categories that you tend to overspend, for me, that's the eating out fund. I always make sure to put those in an envelope system. Here's some other ideas for categories you may want to use as your cash envelope system. Groceries, of course, restaurants, gas money, fun money, beauty, pet money, vacations, clothing, hobbies, or just anything else that really needs to come out of a variable expense, something that's not the same every month and something that you tend to overspend with. So the main categories that I use these days are eating out money, eating out with family because I work outside of the home, so I use some money for myself in the middle of a school day or a work day. And then I keep some money separate just for family outings, which tend to be more than what I would spend during a work day. So that's category number one. The other category I use most often is my spa category. So this is my beauty category. I use this fund for the occasional pedicure. I use it for my monthly massage. I've also currently got an envelope for household furniture and appliances and decor. So I've been selling a lot on Facebook Marketplace from the items that were left over from my last household. And so now that we've moved into our new home, 3 months in, I'm selling like crazy, getting a lot of money through Venmo, but also getting a lot of money with cash. And I figured, why put this money back in the bank instead of just putting it in a cash envelope? So I've got household furniture and decor. This is where my money is currently sitting, and I don't really put it in my wallet to take it to go with me. That brings me to the next point. So when you are questioning the envelope system, a lot of people bring up the fact, oh, I don't feel that comfortable carrying around so much money with me in public. So my solution to that is don't keep all of the envelope in your wallet. So if I've got a grocery budget of $250 for the month, I may not keep all 250 of that in my wallet. I might keep 150 at home, then bring 100 to the grocery store just in case I go a little bit over my $50 weekly budget for groceries. So you can always keep the envelope at home, and this does two things. It not only keeps the money safe from passersby or pickpockets as you go around your daily life, but it also allows you to really stop, take a moment, and think about what you're about to spend and whether you really need it right now. It forces you to decide ahead of time what's really important that you buy today, and therefore delaying that purchase and allowing you to potentially sleep on it. What happens if you leave the envelope at home and you don't have any money? Well, you go home and you pick up the envelope, or you just spend your debit card and then reallocate the cash that you already had into another category. No biggie. So here's the best part. I am not being paid to say any of this. However, I am ranting and raving over the new Rachel Cruz wallet. This is the best Christmas gift ever. I've had it for 3 months and I'm still pretty excited to have it. Basically, this wallet has improved upon the envelope system wallets out there, especially for women. So it's a larger wallet. It's not one that's going to go in your pocket. There are awesome foldable wallets you can find, especially on Etsy, that are super light, super durable, and my husband loved his. It was a fold pocket wallet, and it had multiple slots for your cash, as well as little labels that you could customize and put in there, so you could keep track of which category is which. Now, Rachel Cruz used to have a wallet that involved clips inside in order to clip your dollar bills inside the categories. However, that was not a fave. And so recently she developed this idea where there's obviously card slots, there's a small area for your change, not too big so you don't get a heavy wallet. But the best part is that your envelopes don't have to be paper, they don't have to tear, they don't have to fall out. They are built in. And it's a beautiful plaid on camel design for this one. So there are 4 categories that you can designate. And then there's also a 4th area where I like to keep stamps and other miscellaneous things. But you could also use that for an envelope. So there are 4 categories. They don't have a name and they're not customizable, but they have a number. So that's how you keep track. For me right now, I use number 3 for spa, and I use number 4 for my household furniture and decor whenever I'm going out. I use number 1 and 2 for eating out at work, and then number 2, eating out with family. So it's really nice. It comes with this awesome zipper, so you don't have to worry about your cash or your change specifically falling out, like in the old Ramsey Solutions wallets. That was sometimes an issue. If you ever forgot to zip the small pocket, you'd have change falling around everywhere. So I'm in love with this wallet. It's soft, it's smooth. You've got this little hole here that's for the carrying strap if you want to add it to your wrist strap, and it fits nicely inside my slightly larger purse than before. However, it's really important that you find a system that you can keep up and that you know will work for you. So if this seems much easier, cheaper, and something that you could just do right away, I think you really ought to start with the paper envelopes. Get simple with it and start with figuring out what categories you want to use most. That's how you're going to figure out whether you need 4 envelopes, 6 envelopes, or just 3 for your family. So if you decide that you need more envelopes than the norm, you may not want to go with a wallet that only has 4 slots in it. So discover what your method is with keeping track of your spending. And remember, this is a grounding thing. And some people like to do it long term like I do. But for a lot of people, it's a good way to get started seeing, feeling, and experiencing yourself spending money. Experience the frequency with which you are doling out money for things like Starbucks or the afternoon fast food trip after coming home from work. That's about all I have to say with the cash envelope system. I'd love to hear from you how you like to use it. If you've got big objections, I'd love to hear about that in the comments. And as always, please like, subscribe if you're interested in my point of view on future videos, and have a great day. Like and subscribe. I ain't got 2 likes to rub together yet. against them.